So today we are starting with the Indian Companies Act 2013. So before moving to the act, we should know what is company. So here, what is company? Section 2 clause 20 of the Companies Act 2013 defines a company as company means a company incorporated under this act or under any previous company law. So your company means a company which is incorporated under this act. This act means the Companies Act 2013. Or if the company is incorporated under any previous company law, that is also known as a company. After that, we are going to see features of a company. First one is registration. Registration is compulsory under the Act of 2013. So without registration, company cannot be incorporated, company cannot be formed. So registration is mandatory for forming a company. Next one is separate legal existence or separate legal entity. A company has a separate legal existence. It is a distinct legal person existing independent of its members. On the other hand, a partnership has no legal existence apart from its partners. So, separate legal existence or independent corporate existence means where the company and its members are separate, not assumed as one. Next one is perpetual succession. Perpetual succession means that the member of a company may keep changing from time to time, but that does not affect the company's continuity. The death or insolvency of individual members does not in any way affect the corporate existence of a company. Members may come and go, but the company can go on forever. So here anyone comes, goes, leaves the company is going to continue its business forever. Next one is separate property. A company being a legal person is capable of owning, enjoying and disposing of property in its own name. So as it is having separate legal existence, the property of the company is separate from that of its members. Next one is transferable shares. According to the section 44 of the Companies Act 2013, the shares or debentures or any other interest of the members in a company shall be movable property transferable in the manner provided by the article of a company. Next one, capacity to sue and to be sued. A company being body corporate can sue and can be sued in its own name. Limited liability. The popularity of the corporate form of organization lies in the concept of limited liability. The company, being a separate person, is the owner of its assets and bound by its own liability. The members do not undertake the liabilities for company's debts. Next, capacity to contract in its own name. So here, company being a separate legal person is capable of contracting in its own name. It can contract with outsiders as well as with the person who formed the company because the company is considered as separate from the person who formed the company. And the last one, common seal. The company has a separate legal existence under its own common seal. It can enter into contract with outsiders, with its directors, and with its members under its common seal. It acts as signature of a company.